Yo, Minecraft King Pro here. Sorry for crying. Um, I wanted to talk about an artist that has really grown on me a lot recently. Or let me actually talk about two artists that have really grown a lot onto me recently. Um, let's talk about Lucki first. Lucki is a rapper, and I've never really considered myself a Lucki fan before. I never really listened to his music like that. And the few songs I did listen to, I didn't really like all too much. But ever since my breakup, I've been trying to listen to more music, trying to open my ears more and discover new genres, new artists that I may not have been fully aware of before. Like Don Toliver has also quickly risen to become one of my favorites to listen to, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about Lucki and a lot of songs of his that really speak to me and I can't relate to every song because obviously I'm not a fat lean sipping rapper. That's like his thing, is that he's a fat lean sipping guy. He said it himself, not me. um and I'm not rich. I struggle with money a lot. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I really do struggle with money a lot. My lights just turned off, sorry guys. But there's a few lines from Lucki that really stick out to me, and they really they resonate within my soul, and they get me crying in my car about them. um, for example, one of them is I probably told that hoe I miss her. She probably says I'm for everybody. Just because I laugh doesn't mean it's true. Shit has a whole different meaning with you. You probably lied right to my face. I made you think I'm believing you. Which is just the epitome of a failing relationship. And that shit got me coming down. That shit got me falling to my knees at a Walmart, man. That shit has me falling to my knees, bro, crying. That's such a line, bro. It's such a line. That last part especially. You probably lied right to my face. I made you think I'm believing you. Fuck, that shit is crazy. And let's talk about another line. Let's talk about another line that really resonates to me. Is this is from, okay, that last song was from I want to say Heavy on My Heart. This line is from Outro from Wake Up Lucki, the collab album between producer Filthy and rapper Lucki. On the outro track, there's a line where it says, G23, but I'm a lover boy. He can have her, no tug of war. Why all the girls that fuck with me be the main ones that I got nothing for? And G23 is a gun. I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun, sorry. But I am a lover boy. I loved with all my heart. But he can have her, no tug of war. When my girlfriend Jada moved on from me in not even a day, there's a part of me that's like, I'll fight off a million guys that want you, but if you want someone else, I'm not gonna fight them. You know, if you love them, then I'll let you love them, which hurts because I loved her. You can have why the girls that fuck me be the ones I got nothing for. I've had multiple women and men talk to me trying to engage in romantic stuff, like trying to get to know me better, trying to be my partner and all that, and that's never really been, I don't really want them. Like, I don't really want them, unfortunately. Like, I can name a few that really that I have stories that I can talk about, that that I'm a piece of shit for. I don't know if I'm a piece of shit for it, but like, I feel rude not reciprocating these feelings back. But I didn't feel that rude because I was taken. I had my girlfriend who I loved very much. But yeah, there's other people that want me, and I guess that's nice, I guess. But I got nothing for them, you know? While the girls that fuck with me be the main ones I got nothing for. She moved on that stock with me, and it ain't gonna have it I can't afford. Let's talk about another artist that I've really been growing on to recently. Wi-Fi Skeleton, that is his name. He is a indie artist. I believe from Miami, Florida, who is very, very open about stuff in his songs. And it's something that I take a lot of inspiration for, especially with my upcoming album, Calypso. Of course, I take inspiration from a lot of things, whether that be Clairo, Kanye, you know, all that stuff. But Wi-Fi Skeleton is different with the way he does it. He's very minimalistic with the way that he produces and makes songs. He's not very like heavy on the beats. A lot of his beats sometimes are held even drowned out. Of course, the memorable ones are the ones that don't, you know, that do stick out to you. But he oftentimes does have like very quiet, mellow beats behind quiet, mellow vocals. Like just smooth talking. Often, you know, he can do both. Sometimes he's very aggressive with it, sometimes very soft. But his softness isn't really... What's the word? I think a lyric from a Steve Lacy song actually puts it best, where Steve Lacy says, "I'm so scary, but I'm not so tough." And I feel like that perfectly describes Wi-Fi Skeleton, where a lot of his lyrics talk about how he's pushing away the girl because, or how the girl doesn't want to be with him anymore because he's, you know, being self-destructive in a way, or he's, you know, just being human. He's making mistakes. And like, he has songs where he discusses that, where he's like, stop reminding me I'm human, you know, I'm making mistakes. I'm a monster in your real life, where he literally talks about how much he loved this girl to the point where it was an unhealthy obsession. Like, that's heavy. That's cool. I like that. And obviously everyone probably knows Wi-Fi Skeleton from his most popular song, "Nope, You're Too Late, I Already Died," which that song has been on repeat lately. Not for Wi-Fi Skeleton's verse though, but for I Want to Be a Jack-O-Lantern's featured on it. His name is I Want to Be a Jack-O-Lantern. I know that full verse by heart. As corny as it is to admit, I love music. But he goes, what does he go? He goes, "Next day I'm walking the road, kicking rocks, it's my fault. My life's the worst story told. I'll be this way till I'm old." Obviously, he won't be this way until he's old, but he is being miserable. He's living the miserable life with no intention to get out of it. He's not trying to get better. He's just being like, damn, I really messed up. Like, that's it. He's just being like, damn, I messed up. Like, after that, he goes, what does he go? So he goes, "It's my fault. My life's Ebbie's way so I'm old. I rip a page out the book. I'm just so misunderstood. I always think about her. And when my life felt good, I smoked a cig on the porch. It doesn't hurt me at all. And I wonder, what's it all for? Is this the girl I adored? And I know I can't afford watching her walk out the door, so I keep it to myself and keep my feet on the floor." Fuck, dude. That shit is a heavy verse, where it talks a lot about a breakup, obviously. He talks about the girl leaving him, but in a very quiet way. Obviously, he's drowning in misery. I mean, he says that on the previous verse, where on the previous lines, where he goes, you know, "Kicking rocks, my fault. My life's the worst story told." But then he says he's misunderstood, because people are like, oh, he's just a miserable guy. No, he has something that's on his mind that he'd like to talk about. And as corny as it sounds, obviously people that are sad are probably sad about something. People aren't always just sad about nothing. But that's what people assume, or that's what they take from him. And you rip a page out the book, he's not trying to fall into norms, because that doesn't really make him happy. So he's trying to rewrite his own story in a way. And when my life felt good, I smoked a cig on the porch. That you need to understand that part. You need to understand that line. When his life felt good, when he was with the girl, he sabotaged himself. Smoking is often seen as a very self-destructive habit. Like it literally kills you. So when his life felt good, when he had the girl and he was happy, he was being self-destructive. And he says, it doesn't hurt me at all, because it's oftentimes like smokers, they smoke so much they don't realize the bad habits from it. Like they don't realize the bad, or they do realize, but they put it in the back of their mind. They're like, oh, it's not hurting me right now, but it does hurt you, and like, you know, you get lung cancer and shit like that. So these bad habits that he's still doing are ruining this relationship that he was a part of, which I feel like I can really heavily relate to. I had some very bad habits. Like, for example, I was very obsessive. Let me open up to you guys a little bit. I was very obsessive with Jada. I was like, I don't know, I guess in my way it was out of love, of course. I mean, obviously I didn't fucking do shit because I hated her, or because I didn't want to see her succeed. I loved her. But like, there were a few times where she's like gonna go out, and I'm like, are you really gonna go out in that? I'm a little uncomfortable with you showing so much skin. And that is shaming her for trying to just represent who she is. And that's bad of me. That is really bad of me. And there's also times where I'd be very vocal about my uncomfortableness with something, and she would say it feels like she can't do anything because it's going to make me uncomfortable. That's like controlling in a way. That's very controlling. I'm not saying I prevented her from doing these things. Like, I oftentimes would be like, you know, I'm uncomfortable, but I'll let you do it. Like with the clothes, I was like, hey, I'm a little uncomfortable with this, but I don't want to be too controlling, so you can go out in it. But I was still controlling in a way. I was still shaming her. I didn't mean to, of course. I didn't know I was shaming her. I wasn't trying to be like, don't go out in that, you look like a fucking whore. You know, that's not at all what I'm trying to say. I was just saying, like, hey, as your boyfriend, and you're going out to a public place, a social thing without me, I'd like it if you could dress a little more modest. And I guess that's something bad that I was doing. In my head, I was just showing that I cared about her. I cared about what she looked like. I cared about how she presented herself. I wanted her to be this nice, good-looking lady that can look both, you know, sexy and also professional. Like, I wanted her to be able to go out in a nice, clean outfit, and then when I'm with her, she can go out and, you know, she can go a little crazy with it. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I want my lady to look good with me. I wanted my lady to look good with me, because that's just what I thought love was. I thought love was being yourself around your partner, and not, what's the word? I guess that's, now I'm realizing where it's wrong. I was gonna say not being yourself around other people. That's not really what I mean. But like, there's stuff that I'm not gonna do around other people that I would only do around my partner. And I guess she didn't view that as that, but whatever. That's off topic. Page at the book. Service. Life felt good. Smoke stick on the porch. It doesn't hurt me at all. Huh. What's he say after that? And when my life felt good, I smoked a cig on the porch. It doesn't hurt me at all. I wonder what's it all for. Is this the girl I adored? Basically questioning, is like, this who I wanted to be my soulmate, did I really fuck up like really bad? This ties back into the I'm so misunderstood, I rip a page out the book thing, where people are like, oh, he's just sad because his girlfriend left him. He's like, no, like I genuinely really like this girl. This was just like a short-term fling. And I know I can't afford watching her walk out the door, so I keep it to myself and keep my feet on the floor. He is hurting desperately. He's in despair, in despair over this girl leaving him. And because of that, he experiences grief. And grief is this weird thing where you gotta keep going. Like, for example, oftentimes in my life, it's just me relating to the song, I miss her, but I'm at work or I'm playing with friends. I gotta keep doing what I gotta do. You know what I mean? I gotta keep being me. And, you know, you can't afford it. So you keep your feet on the floor. Bit of a deep dive into that verse. I Want to Be a Jack-O-Lantern is also becoming one of my most played artists recently. I plan in another video, maybe, if I ever keep making this, to talk about I Want to Be a Jack-O-Lantern more. I'm going to open up to you guys a little bit here. I really, really wish she would come back to me. But I don't know if I would ever view her the same. I still love her. But like, if she came back to me, all that's going to be on my mind is what she did while she was gone. And that's going to hurt me. It's going to hurt me deeply. I want her back, but I don't know if I could take her back. Because she's not her anymore. She's a new person. But I know everything about her. I know her favorite color. I know her favorite food. I know what goes on in her family. I know all about her. Yeah. Maybe I'm just being an obsessive loser again for still thinking about her. I feel guilty for missing her and stuff. I feel very guilty because, well, one, she doesn't fucking miss me, but two, you know, I don't want to be like the obsessive ex and all that stuff. So I feel guilty for, you know, like missing her and stuff. And I'm just waiting for the day where I wake up and I don't care anymore. Because I know that's what's going to happen. I know I'm just going to wake up one day and it's just not, I'm not going to care anymore. And help. SOS. Album update tomorrow. I'll keep y'all updated. Minecraft King Pro out.